Today we're going to look at equations with a missing part, and specifically with addition. So today you can see in this example, I have blank plus 5 equals 11. So there's going to be two strategies that can help us out when we are solving these kinds of problems. One is going to be a part-whole box. And then another strategy we can use is drawing a picture. So first let's start with our part-whole box. When I'm looking at my part-whole box, remember that I have the whole here, that's the larger portion, and then I have my two parts. So the two parts equal the whole. So when I'm looking at an addition equation, my two parts are going to be the part of the equation that I'm adding, and then the whole is the number that's by itself on one side of the equal sign. So it could be over on the right side, it could be over on the left side. For today, we're going to have them all over on the right side. So as I look at these equations, I'm going to look at what I already know. So I know that this part over here is the two parts. So I see that I know one part, but I don't know the other. So one part is I'm going to have to figure out, and the other part is 5. So I'm going to write that in my part. And then I can also see that I know the whole, which is by itself over here, which is 11. Now that I have this in my part-whole box, I can easily figure this out by counting on, counting backwards, or drawing a little picture in between. So I know that I have to put something with the number 5 to get to 11. So I like to count up from 5 and stop at 11 when I'm drawing my picture. So I can say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can see when I put 6 and 5 together, then it should be 11. I'm going to check using a different strategy. I can also draw a picture to help myself. So if I know that 11 is my whole, that's how many I need to get to all together, I'm going to start by drawing 11 circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, if I have 11 of them, I know that one part is 5 of them. So if I color in 5 of them, and they don't have to be colored in super neatly, but I need to just make sure I know the difference between them. When I colored in 5 of them, whatever I have left is going to be my other part. So if I have my 5 here, I know the rest of them is going to be 11, so I still have 6. Let's look at another example. This time for this example, if you don't already have one out, I want you to get a whiteboard and a marker and an eraser. If you need to, you can pause the video now to get those materials out so you can try it with me. Now that you have your whiteboard materials, let's try this one together. This equation says 3 plus blank equals 10. So even though the missing part is in a different spot than it was before, I still know that I have one of my parts and I have my whole, and I need to figure out what that missing part is. So if I'm using my part-whole box, think about where these different numbers would go. Pause the video and make your part-whole box, filling in where you would put these numbers. Looking at this equation, I see on this side 3 plus blank, so that must mean these are my parts. I know that one part I have is 3, so the 3 goes in one of the parts. I don't know my other part, it's the blank. And then I see the 10 is by itself on one side of the equal sign, so that's my whole. So my goal is to figure out what number do I need to put with 3 to get to 10. Well, I can count on. You try it. If I have 3, then I count on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see that I need 7 more to get to 10. So my missing part is 7. I can check myself by drawing a picture. I know that I have 10 altogether, so I'll draw 10 circles. I have 10 circles. The part that I know is 3, so I'm going to color in 3 of them. And the ones that are left are my missing part. So I have 5, 6, 7. Both of the times that I did the strategies, I got 7, so I know that I am correct. This time, let's do a picture first. So take a look at our equation. Blank plus 4 equals 9. Draw your picture first and see if you can solve it. Pause the video, do your strategy, and continue when you're ready to check it. When I'm solving this equation, drawing a picture, I'm going to start with my hole, which is 9. I want to get to 9. So I'll draw 9 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 circles. I know that part of it is 4, so I'm going to color in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the circles that are left should be my missing part. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does 5 plus 4 really equal 9? It does, but let's use our part, whole box to make sure. Thinking about the parts that I know that this number by itself on the one side of the equal sign is going to be my whole, so 9 is my whole. 4 is the part that I know. Let's count on to see when we get to 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again, I got 5 as my missing part, so I know that I am correct. As you are working today, make sure that you draw a picture or use a part, whole box to help you solve. It's always a good idea to use more than one strategy to help you and check your work.